Welcome back to another Tsurune review. Today is episode 9. I'm Justin.
What is up? I'm Logan.
And together we're Couch Talk. As always, we are anime viewers only. No source material. We're going to discuss the episode and give our scores at the end. You ready to jump into this?
Sure thing.
So yeah, a lot of this focus of this episode is kind of like Seiya and then his connection with Minato.
He's definitely got some burdening issues that are affecting him quite a bit.
Burdening might be an understatement with some of these issues, but
he seems like some deep-seated issues.
Yeah. So starting off at the beginning, though, we do see Misaki's actually kind of coaching them now, teaching them like how to imagine the way they need to get their shots set up and everything. The team much closer, starting to understand each other's like mindsets, and actually waiting for each other after every game. We do get a little bit of Shu, and then Minato's original teacher, the old lady. It was like, I'm glad he's still shooting. I guess Shu is definitely feeling somewhat concerned about Minato. That's how I'm feeling. Yeah. Teacher obviously was, I think, but they're still slightly confused as to why he went to Kazemai and not Kurosaki, which I'm guessing we'll get here soon. The full reason why.
Most likely. Also, I mean, still, I think last episode I said we resolved the target panic. That's obviously not the case.
No, he's still struggling.
He's still definitely struggling with it, which makes sense. You can't just like, bam, I hit it, it's gone forever. Because, yeah. I mean, he got lucky, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of odd how like archery's kind of a lot similar to like golf and how like you imagine your shots and stuff like that. How you have to go through your flow and like make sure you're not, you can't release too quick or too late or whatever. Whereas other sports you're not really too concerned about. You might get like the yips or something that affects you for a little bit, but like we get like target panic, slumps, whatever. It just kills you, man. And then you think you break out of it, and then the next round you ain't.
Right. That's definitely the worst. Where you're like, damn, I've been struggling, and you start doing kind of okay, and you're like, oh, maybe I got over it, and then you just go back to sucking. You're like, all right.
And I like how when they go to their feedback meeting, they're like, oh, let's invite the girls. They get shoved off to another table. They get like a couple lines, and it's like, man, they're getting rough in this anime, right?
To be honest, I don't even know why they are in the anime. Like, they are just the most sided side characters I've ever seen.
They honestly don't, because they're like, oh, let's bring them, then we can all help each other out and talk about. The guys talk about some archery in the middle of it, like they start connecting things. They're connecting some dots. No feedback for the girls. No feedback from the girls. They just came for food, I guess.
Right. They're like, oh, that's how you make it. It's pretty.
Wow, now you're a good photographer.
Yeah, the female characters in this are pretty, like, they're just literally there. But oh well. That's obviously the main focus is the boys team.
Yeah, exactly. And then, Minato kind of has that revelation. He's like, I'm always going to be looking to the peak, the summit, and just everyone's got to do their own paths. You can like walk together, but that's it. You can't really, do it together yet. To take your own path to get where you need to go. And, so he's got that good mindset, and that's because he loves archery, which Shu got in his head, like hardcore in his head.
I would say Shu messed him up. He's like questioning everything. I don't know if it's like questioning. He's like overthinking a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
He's definitely He's usually the composed one too. Like we even brought this up, like how he's like the reliable one,
And which is what
always,
the coach said in the beginning of the episode too. Like he's always reliable, right?
right. And then
now he can't even hit a target, and it's like
we're falling apart.
We're falling this apart. Team ain't making it.
Man, they barely got by, and now they're falling apart. What's happening?
So yeah, and like that thing about chasing Minato is definitely, I think, more pressing than him not really loving archery. It's because we see him with the box of chocolates from the first meeting. He was a kid, like a lot of sentimental value with him. It's his best friend and everything.
It's so funny that it's called Pucky. It's just a funny word.
It is.
Want some Pucky?
I was like, should I write Pucky or I'm just gonna write chocolate? That's how I refer to it.
Got some Pucky? Oh god. Man. Anyway, sorry.
And then when he's talking, so say I'm guessing the doctor was his father, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I got out of it. That's his father.
Definitely how it seems, for sure. And even he was talking about how Seiya has seemed to become listless and losing motivation ever since he went to Kazemai with Minato. So that's kind of like he probably actually really wanted to go to Kurosaki, but he feels like he has this burden with Minato, because when we see the accident, which he was unconscious for 10 days fully, like it was right. He got hit by a car, and I think he feels responsible for it because he called out to him, but it's definitely not his fault.
That's definitely the vibe I'm getting. He feels like indebted or guilty because of it, which is understandable, but I mean, it's not your fault, dude.
Yeah, like, first of all, they just started crossing. He called out to him. I know that timer is more than 4 seconds. All he did was call and go, yeah, you tell your mother that you're going to be doing archery. And within that time limit, they got hit by a car. So definitely not his fault. There was definitely more time to cross. And even if there wasn't, the guy in the driving should have been paying the hell attention, right? So
I'm sure there's probably more to it, which I'm assuming we'll see next episode. So, but it is definitely probably the core issue Seiya's having, I guess you could say.
See, at first I thought maybe the mother would have died later after he had already started archery, and that's why the target panic happened or something. But now it's like, no, it was just, last time he said he focused on winning and all that. It was just the pressure. But
yeah.
So he never got a chance to tell his mother he loved archery and was going to do it, which
it's kind of messed up. That's actually kind of, I don't know. That's a lot of burden to put on yourself,
Yeah, it happened to him when he was like so young too, like, and it's just been dragging and eating at him this whole time.
I expect a heart-to-heart next episode between him and Minato.
Yeah, probably. And I'm guessing more with him meeting Shu, because he would have had to meet him after the accident,
right?
For them all to know each other, and for him to learn archery. So it seemed like Seiya definitely loved archery at one point, right? Because he was excited to learn about it. I'm sure he had fun learning it with Minato, but now it's just this huge burden on him.
It probably reminds him of, literally all the bad stuff.
Yeah, and especially when when Masaki asked him, he's like, do you love archery? He's like, one thing I do know is I hate you. I was like,
I was like,
whoa.
Damn. Whoa. That caught me off guard. He's like, I don't know if I love it, but I hate your ass. I'm like, what? So that's quite an I feel like he said it out of, I don't feel like he'd actually hate him, right?
I don't know if he actually hates him, or maybe it's just he hates his love for archery, because or what the guy was saying, because he was like, oh, if you love it, you'll always bounce back.
Or I think the teacher also kind of saw himself because he had like that quick flashback to look
Yeah,
to
with
be like
him
him
and
and his
his
dad.
dad. Yeah,
So I think he kind of like feels like, I'm doing to him what my dad did to me. So that's interesting. It did catch me off guard though. He's just like, I hate you. I'm like, that's kind of rude.
yeah, exactly. And then he just kind of brushes off Minato.
All right, he just straight up
He's
he
Shu got to him, man. Way to go, Shu. You
he she has tilted him out of existence. Like I don't even know. He needs to solve this before anything. Who cares about Archer anymore? This is like some deep stuff.
deep, yeah, a little.
This is like affects your entire life and livelihood stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, it's just damn, it's heavy, right?
Right.
I don't have that experience, so I don't know what it's like to go through feeling like cause your friend to be injured and his mother to be killed. I haven't killed your mother, so I don't know how it feels.
Oh, well, thanks for that.
You're welcome, pal.
Thanks for not doing that. Oh God. I mean, you want to just jump into scores?
Yeah, we can jump the scores. That's
It's kind of a different approach, because
it is
literally the whole show has been pretty. I'll say positive. Obviously, there's like
definitely lighthearted.
right. There's definitely issues they've had to deal with, but this is like much heavier than everything. Well, I mean, I know Miyato's mentioned how his mother's passed, but this is kind of related to that. So
Yeah,
this is like deeper than pretty much everything else that like Target Panic. Who cares about that anymore?
Yeah, now we're like, who cares about Minato? We're on Seiya now, right? It's
so yeah, I kind of liked it. I'll say 7.5. I'm curious to see more of his reasoning, like why he blames himself. Obviously, it's because he called out to them, but like I kind of want to see what actually happened and like how he handled it after.
Yeah, exactly. And I want to know more like how him and Algrith doesn't have him and Shu came together and what happened there to make them kind of. Because at one point, I'm guessing he didn't feel burdened, or maybe he always felt burdened, just didn't show it, and that's why he's always had this kind of like white knight thing to him, because he feels like he has to protect Minato because of what he's done.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, it was quite a different take. Kind of caught me off guard. I was like, damn, we are actually this is some heavy stuff.
Yeah, then he's like, I hate you, coach. And I was like, whoa, okay, we're getting
these are some real ass feelings.
Real trauma here.
Woo! That's it. Not woo to the trauma, but woo, that's the review.
Woo, mother's dead.
Oh God! All right, it's spiel time. Woo!
As always, if you don't want your arrow tip drooping, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we upload. Yes, that's some sexual innuendo.
Thanks. Thank you for reiterating that.
Comment, let us know what you thought about the episode we didn't like, anything like that. And until next time, peace out.
See ya.